What's up, everybody? Brock here, aka the Brock Ness Monster, and today I've got a comic book haul. So, got a nice stack of books to go over. But before I get into that, if you'll indulge me for a minute, I've got a couple plugs I'd like to do. So, the first one is for my dude, Squatchy Comics. So, he's got his Squatch boxes out right now, and this is actually going to be the last week that you're able to get one of these. So go hit him up on Instagram. He does original sketch covers. And if you're interested in seeing like kind of what they're like, just go check out his Instagram. And then he's going to be auctioning off some of his covers, I think, on Comic Food's next auction. So, check out both those things. Check out Squatchy on Instagram. If you look up here, he did this Carnage cover I've got up here. So, super awesome. I got that out of my Squatch box, as well as this Doctor Strange cover. And my second plug that I want to do real quick. So later this week, I will be the guest on the Small Town Collectibles YouTube channel, the 10 Questions show. So I was fortunate enough. Jimmy invited me to come on, and we sat down, and it was one of those things where just two collectors kind of hashing out like some issues that we go through as collectors. You know what I mean? So it was really cool. It was cool to sit down with Jimmy. Definitely go check that out when he drops that video later this week. But the plug I wanted to do, he's actually got mystery boxes available right now on Instagram. Pretty cool premise, actually. So they're $35 per box. And you get a deal if you buy more boxes. So I think it's like $35 for one. What was it? I think it's $65 for two boxes, $90 for three, and $110 if you buy four boxes. But what's cool about it is he's got like 4 tier prizes that he's doing, and as he sells more boxes, he's unlocking each tier. So kind of cool premise there. Should be interesting to see what the last tier prize is going to be. So at the end of that, I believe he's going to do like a raffle. So yeah, definitely go check that out. I'll link both of those guys down below. All right, so let's get into this comic book haul. So it's been a while since I've been to the comic book shop. So I hit it up and I did some digging. We'll start out. I did pick up some new stuff. That's kind of rare for me, but sometimes I do pick up some new stuff. We'll start with the title that's just grabbed, I think, everybody's attention right now. And I'm talking about Nice House on the Lake. So I had picked up the first 3 issues, and then I got behind. Luckily, when I went to the comic book shop, they had 1 copy left of 4, 5, and 6. So I got caught up. And so there's issue number 4, got issue number 5, and issue number 6. So really glad to get caught up on that. And now we got the hiatus for the last 6 issues. So anyway, at least I got caught up. Got caught up with the story. Every issue, it's just like, it just gets crazier and crazier. Anyway, next one we got. For new comics, we got Black Panther number 1. And that was just, that cover just grabbed me. So that's an Alex Ross, and it's actually a wraparound cover. But very cool. And of course, I had to get the new Venom number 1. This next one, I'm really not sure why I got it. I mean, it's a cool cover. Dark Hawk number 1. I don't know. Kind of after I left, I was like, why did I get that? I don't know. Next one, we got House of Slaughter number 1. Again, I'm not sure exactly why I picked this up, because I totally missed the boat on Something is Killing the Children. But I saw it there and I grabbed it. And of course, I had to get Hulk number 1. Now being taken over by Donny Cates. So yeah, interesting story. That's all I'm going to say. And then found there was a variant. And actually, I kind of like the A cover better than this variant. So I'm not really sure, honestly, why I got the variant. But, I saw it. All right, so now we're going to go into the back issue finds. Nothing too, spectacularly crazy this time. But we got Ghost Rider number 75. So that's from the first series. And that's, of course, towards the end of the first series. And then in the second series, I found Ghost Rider number 12, Doctor Strange appearance. Pretty cool there. And number 13 from Volume 2. Just kind of a cool, painted style cover. I just like the cover, honestly. And number 18. Again, just really liked the painted style of cover on that one. All right, this next one is super random. I'm just flipping through, and I come across a Spanish language or Mexican version of Fantastic Four, so Los Cuatro Fantásticos. This says number 93. I know how with the foreign comics, it's not the same as the American numbering, so honestly, I have no idea. I'm not fluent in Spanish. I know a little bit, but it was just so random I had to get it. All right, next up we've got Gen 13-0. Totally picked that up because J. Scott Campbell is one of my favorite artists. We got number 1 and number 2. So I don't have I have some of the 90s Image comics, but honestly, I don't have a lot of Gen 13. I just picked those up because, like I said, J. Scott Campbell. All right, and next one, we got Darkhold number 1, and that is still in the poly bag with the, I believe it comes with a poster. So this is part of the Rise of the Midnight Suns series. These books had always lived in the dollar bins, and then all of a sudden I'm seeing people wanting to pick them up. So, it is what it is. And to go with that, Spirits of Vengeance number 1, still in the poly bag. So add those. I do have Morbius and Ghost Rider number 28, I believe. So yeah, at this point I'm just missing Night Stalkers and Ghost Rider 31. And they're all in the poly bag, so just need 2 more and I've got the whole set. Next up, this one was kind of a cool find. Got Ghost Castle number 1. It's kind of cool. I dig horror, so to find one of these, Bronze Age horror titles and a number 1, kind of a neat find. All right, these next 2, I picked up solely because it's it was one of those ones that I feel like you don't really find very often. So we got the Mighty Isis number 1. So I believe her first appearance is in Shazam number 25. And then we got Isis number 2. So yeah, it was kind of cool to find those. It was one of those things. I just saw it. I was like, it's not something you see every day. Next up, we've got The Fury of Firestorm number 1. So this is the second series. The first series, I believe, lasted for 5 issues. And this was a longer running series. And one of the reasons I picked this up is it's in immaculate condition. I know it's not a super expensive book, but that thing is near mint. And what's even better, found a second copy. Just really, really nice condition on those. There was actually a third copy, not in that great a condition, so I left that one behind. And then behind those, I had found Firestorm number 2. This is actually from the first series. Unfortunately, they didn't have number 1 from the first series because I would have totally picked that up because I believe that is Firestorm's first appearance. But I did find number 2, so kind of cool. Superman appearance. And like I said, I think there's only 5 issues in that first series. So next one, we got Marvel Team Up number 93. Spider-Man and Werewolf by Night. So this is actually the first appearance of a character called Dancing Macabre. Very minor character. Later joins a villain team that goes by the name of Night Shift, which consists of I can't even remember who else in it. Dancing Macabre, Werewolf by Night was part of it at one point. Tattered Demalion was one of the members. I think the Shroud. Anyway, yeah. So there's a villain team later on called Night Shift, and she was a part of that. Next one, again, it's something I probably wouldn't normally pick up, but with the condition, we got Marvel Tales, and this is issue 101, and this reprints the first appearance of Man-Wolf. So yeah, it was pretty cool. If this was in lower grade, I probably would have passed it up, but it's in actually really high grade, so I felt like it was kind of worth picking up. I do have the original first appearance of Man-Wolf, but yeah, that was kind of cool to find that. The next one is a comic I actually already have, but it has increased in value here recently. We've got Invaders number 7. So this is the first appearance of Baron Blood. And I'm not sure if there's like some kind of spec, but I noticed that this one's gone up a little bit. And again, the condition on this was actually pretty good. And so for the price, it was only a couple bucks. Figured it was well worth it. All right, we're down to our last two. So this next one, there's a little bit of a story behind it, because I thought this was going to be like a really great find. And don't get me wrong, it didn't turn out to be bad necessarily. So the price tag on this book was $10. And I was kind of freaking out, not freaking out, but I was like, oh man, you know, this is a good find. So I take it up to the counter, and as the comic book shop owner is ringing up my books, I noticed that it's a newer book, so I noticed she also, for this book, scanned the barcode. So I'm like, oh man, I actually got this book for cover price. Now, as soon as I show this, a lot of you are probably going to already know where I'm going with this. So the book is Hellraiser number 3. So that is the first full appearance of Punchline. And so I'm like freaking out, thinking I got this great deal, right? Yeah, as it turns out, and again, like I said, a lot of you already know where I'm going with this. This is actually the second print. So that's on me for, I don't know, having rose-colored glasses and not paying attention, I guess, or looking it up while I was there. I've seen the first print multiple times. Don't know why I thought this was the first print. So there you go. If you're out looking and you see the more pinkish cover, that is the second print. Plus side is I didn't pay first print prices. In fact, I still paid cover price. And even the second print does go for a little bit more than cover price. So it is what it is. All right, so the last one is the one I was most excited about. Maybe nothing too, crazy, but we got Daredevil number 90. And the reason I was excited about this was because of the condition. Again, condition on this one was really, really, really high grade, especially for, an early Bronze Age. And this is like early on, kind of when Black Widow started in the title. And one of the reasons I think the condition was so good on this, I've rebagged and boarded it, but this was actually it had a brown backer board. So some of you out there, longer time collectors, will remember brown backer boards. And so that means that book has not been open for years. And I think that's what kept it in really good condition. So yeah, there's like nothing on that spine. So super stoked to find that. And that is the haul for today, guys. And I want to thank you for stopping by, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks.